Hey traders and investors, it's Serge Berger here. What I want to have a look at today is Facebook. And I'm not just looking at Facebook just because it just made headlines and it's on everyone's radar again. I'm looking at it because it actually matters, okay? And there are important takeaways both from the rest of the social media stocks from this, as well as certainly from a trading point of view. There are juicy opportunities, I think, that are now presenting themselves. Of course, the company did come up with earnings on Wednesday after the bell. It basically blew everything out of the water. Great growth, top line, bottom line, everything beat. That doesn't mean the company is going to be a raging buy here and to 120 bucks. It just means that there actually is supportive, bullish support behind the stock. So if we look at the stock a little bit from a sort of taking a step back quickly, you'll note that really the stock started trading very well once it broke past this diagonal line and also past this support line. All happened on this resistance line, I should say, all on the same day in July after the two earnings reports ago. So that was a very technically important part of the picture that we're now in. I then talked about this with my advisory clients and all my Trade Alert subscribers over the past couple of weeks, and I said that look, the stock looks like it could break out here on the 22nd of January, but until it does so, it's probably, if it doesn't do so that day, it's probably going to wait until after earnings. We talk about rising support here at the 100 and 200-day moving averages. That's the blue and yellow line. And sure enough, what happened earlier this week is the stock held its 50-day moving average on the 27th of January, giving us a big bullish hammer. And then 3 days later, yesterday, Thursday, January 30th, it actually broke out higher on very big volume. So there are two things that one can, from my point of view, can do here. One, in essence, what's happened is the stock is consolidated and now is breaking higher. So there is a good chance the stock will continue to move higher, maybe 5, maybe 10% higher over the next couple of few weeks, 3-4 weeks, something like that is certainly possible. If the stock reverses though and gives up more than half of Thursday's rally, so let's say it goes back below 57.50 or something like that, then that would become a little bit more concerning, because essentially this would then be called a breakout fake out and it would settle back into this trading range. We don't want that to happen. So one could go along the stock here, and if it drops below 57.50 or something like that, it'll be time to be a little more cautious. On the other hand, there are options plays to do. Okay, I'm not going to walk through the options table specifically right now, but I can tell you there are interesting option plays 2-3 months out and on the options table where you can start selling out of the money put spreads, credit spreads, or out of the money call spreads to kind of keep the stock, making a bet that the stock's not going to totally fall apart and it's not going to rally like absolute crazy, like another 30% over the next few weeks. So that's another bet to make. Personally, I'd prefer to sell out of the money puts at this point to kind of just capture the sort of limit the downside after the news. So that's the view on Facebook. I hope it helps. Take care.